Imagine you're a man and you've been dating this girl for over a year, and you guys end up breaking up on bad terms. After all that time together, you guys shared intimate moments, deep secrets, talked about your own trauma with each other. It was the most serious relationship you've ever had. And then suddenly, you're being accused by your ex-girlfriend for SA when you two were dating. But every time you guys were intimate, it was 100% consensual. She just wants to get back at you for how the relationship ended. This actually happened to a friend of mine last year, and as someone who knew him personally, I knew he didn't do that to her. But when it turns to the public eye, whether there's evidence or not, the one being blamed is always at fault the second the allegations are made. But in the end it was all cleared up, but his reputation was already ruined simply by the allegation alone. And that's what most men fear nowadays when it comes to dating, especially since the women never face any backlash for falsely accusing anyone for something they didn't even do. Completely destroying someone's life and public image to the point where they can't even get a decent living job, all because of a failed relationship. It's a shame that men can't even look for a relationship without the fear of being falsely accused of SA. Another issue that goes more for both parties is cheating. Cheating has become easier with the advancement of technology, with social media, different apps to hide conversations and pictures. Cheating is the leading cause of divorce, and rising with each year because of how easy it is. Personally, I have huge trust issues, not just with the idea of cheating, just people lying in general. And with how people behave in today's society, it's hard to find anyone that's actually a genuine and honest person to make your partner. And that's also why so many people find themselves in situationships as well, which leads to my next point, situationships. Going on multiple dates, showing mutual liking to each other with verbal and physical confirmation from both parties, but just without the official title of a relationship. Because some people just have their own mental dilemmas or issues that they want to resolve before actually starting a relationship, which isn't bad, but it would be nice if they would communicate better at least. Communication is a big factor to making any kind of relationship work, whether it's professional, friendly, romantic, even sexual. It's the base of all relationships. And if one party of that relationship cannot communicate effectively, then it all crumbles. And sometimes it isn't that person's fault. Maybe they grew up never knowing how to properly communicate their emotions, or how to get their point across in an effective manner. But it's something everybody should be working on to better themselves, which will improve their current and future relationships. And that includes being a bad texter. What I don't get is that people claim to be bad texters, but I've never seen or met a single person in today's society that isn't on their phone for at least half the day. Besides a homeless person, obviously. Like, dude, you see my message notification on your phone, and won't take 5 seconds to respond? I mean, I understand if you're busy, but to just completely disregard my text is crazy, you know? But I digress. Now, this is just me, but dating apps just seem kinda weird. You set up a profile to make yourself appealing and everything, and you're gonna see a lot of beautiful people on there. But every single person on there has a second side to them, which is the reason why they're even on the app in the first place. Like me, I'm antisocial, and I don't know how to open up about my feelings, like most men. But the women there, oh lord, you gotta prepare yourself for that one. Not only that, but to me, I just don't like the idea of meeting a girl there and she's talking to multiple dudes while talking to me. Like, you could go out on multiple dates with someone, and they could be going out on dates with other people the days you don't see them. I'm a very loyal person, so if I go on one good date with someone, I'm not gonna go looking for the next person to go out with, you know? I'd want to plan a second date. But in today's age, people just go around and do whatever, and I just don't want to be a part of that. And lastly, the group I fit in with the most is people that fall in love with the idea of someone rather than the actual person. Romanticizing the person you're talking to or dating and building them to be the perfect human in your mind, only to realize that the person you fell for wasn't real. And it's not like they try to do it. It's usually due to an emotional dependency, wanting that person that they're talking to be someone they can freely be emotional with, because they themselves haven't had that, which leads to romanticizing and ultimately ends with heartbreak on both ends. It's all very tragic, But at the end of the day, you just gotta live and learn. Sometimes by watching it happen around you, sometimes by experiencing it firsthand. Anyways, that's all I wanted to rant about. Later.